Hello folks and welcome back to Let's Play Mobile Suit Gundam Zeonic Front. It's been about 10 days or so since I've had a chance to actually sit down and record for this, and I'm finally getting a little bit of time off here on this lovely Friday evening. I've got a growler full of beer right next to me, so I'm pretty well set. We're on to mission 7, 8, 9, I don't remember. Fuck it. Anyways, quite a bit has changed in the last couple of weeks since I've been off. Let's see, our YouTube is once again adding in some ridiculously fucked up feature. That would be the comment section. So if you're trying to get my attention with comments, basically I won't be able to see your comments unless I physically go through every single one of my videos to actually look at them, and I'm not doing that. If I happen to run across it, then I will, but I have over 100 videos. It just takes way too long to do it. Not to mention that I'm starting to get blocked/banned on my videos for certain countries. Now, funny enough, most of the blocks and bans are coming from some of the audio files from Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam. And even weirder is that I'm being actually blocked from being viewed in Japan. I don't know why. I thought it would be, oh, you're blocked from Canada or Taiwan or something like that, but not Japan. But oh well. So Japan it is for. Anyways, let's just get into this.
Job Day Rescue. The enemy has breached our defense line in several areas. We are now in danger of being besieged by the Federation. Other units have commenced their retreat, but it will be a difficult task in this state of chaos. The conditions around us are indeed grave. We must pull out of Odessa before the enemy surrounds us and link up with the Yukon submarines at the rendezvous point. However, before we take off, I want you to do one more thing. In a location not too far from here, the Dobday is under attack by the enemy, which has rendered it immobile. My guess would be its caterpillar tread is damaged. We must protect the Dobday from enemy attack and buy some time until all crew members are able to evacuate. Prepare to move out immediately. Over.
Okay, so basically the Dob Day that we had from the previous mission where we were actually attacking the big tray is now all fucked up and the tread's not working. So basically there is a giant sitting duck, and we need to make sure that they don't get blown up. This mission can be kind of a pain in the ass, or it can go really easy. It just depends on a lot of random figures for things, and I've had this strategy that I'm going to use here for quite some time. Even when I used to play it as a kid, it worked out well, but every now and then it just doesn't work. Now, for those who've noticed, I've switched back over to actually recording directly from the PlayStation 2, so there's no more glitches, no more seizure-inducing phase-in, phase-out screens, and it should take care of all of the lag that's outside of the actual game itself. Unfortunately, the quality will go down for that. It's not going to be as bright for here or there for colors and things like that. So for some of the nighttime missions, that's going to be a pain in the ass. For the daytime missions, it really won't affect it too much. I can try and edit this post-recording to try and make the brightness and contrast a little bit better, but we'll see what happens. It's always kind of up in the air for it. Anyways, let's see here. We've got 3 separate enemy positions we actually have to take out, and I'll show those on the map when we get there. They're pretty well stationary for the most part. Now, they recommend that you use battle codes. You only really need to use one, or if you really want to do manual controls for this, you can. You can get through the entire game with manual controls. It's just how well are you at micromanaging. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut here and jump ahead. I'm going to load my pre-done route that I've already had for this. That way I don't have to watch me go through and do the route the entire way. So when we come back, I'll have my route and we'll go through mission setup and team and all that kind of thing. Alright, so just a moment. And we're back. Alright, so I've got my pre-done route. You can see it here. Kind of looks, well, that kind of actually looks like a giant penis, actually, with 2 giant balls. Alright, well, I didn't ever notice that before. Anyways, that's my penis ball maneuver there. So let's go ahead and go through a couple of things here. Let's take a look at our team support and setup. As usual, I'm taking Lieutenant Rower, Corporal Manning, and Austin here. Now, Austin has gotten a new weapon. It's the Rakuten Bazooka, which is a fantastic bazooka. It takes mobile suits out like crazy. I've also equipped him with a few different things like Reloader, Night Scope 2, Armor 2, that type of thing. He also gets a nice little heavy shield, which will come in handy for us. Manning really hasn't changed much, and then Rower hasn't changed much at all for it. Now we do, we've got Swaggart who's got some new stuff, but I'm not too worried about it. And Renchef I don't really care for right now because I hate that 75mm Vulcan finger gun he has. It's useless in my opinion at the moment. So we've got that. Won't go too much further into there. Let's go ahead down to the route setup. I'll just go over this briefly. No, that's the wrong direction. Alright, so basically what's going to happen is we're going to charge straight into the enemy lines here. The set of enemies right here are going to be your main problem right off the bat. Now, the enemy can actually wipe out the Dobde and its escorts within seconds of the mission beginning, like maybe less than 30 seconds. I've had the mission end because the Dobde is blown up. So you need to go into this pack of enemies as fast as you can, and I have them on Avoid. For some reason, Avoid for me, especially high speed Avoid, they are more aggressive sometimes than they are when they actually have attack. I don't know why, but it seems to happen that way. Green Team here is going to be doing most of the work throughout the entire thing. Once they actually take care of the massive enemies right here, they're going to switch over and go up to the first of the two positions that'll come up here off to the side. The first one, we're going to be fighting a couple of mobile suits, mostly tanks and a few anti-mobile suit trucks type of thing. And since Green Team is with with Austin, who has the giant Rakuten bazooka, he's going to make short work of a lot of those things. Now, some of the RNG that'll come through this is whether or not he aggroes some of the enemies as he goes across here. Now, I do have him going up here as a Void, but I'm trying to decide if I want to switch him from a Void to attack, just because he tends to be a little bit, you know what, we'll switch him up here. Yeah, we'll switch him to attack there. That way he'll go from attack right there, and then we'll switch him to a Void right there. That'll work out just well. Because sometimes he gets a little bit stuck right here, and as he's trying to avoid, he actually decides he wants to avoid, and we don't have to worry about that. Anyway, so once Green Team here takes care of the first position, we're going to head all the way over to the left side to the secondary position here. And Red Team is actually going to be here way before Green Team. Red Team is actually just going to make a direct left into a couple of enemies over here, and they're going to wait for battle code A. I want both Red and Green Team to go up into this massive enemies here, because this is by far the more dangerous amount of enemies. And you want to kind of do this fast, because if you leave both of these positions alone for too long, they'll start to advance onto the Dobde, and there is no good way to really fight them, in my opinion. And finally, once that's all done, they should lead nice and easy right down here, because there's going to be an enemy force coming from the south, if memory serves for this. Hopefully this will work. This is where this comes into a little bit of manual controls. I may take control of one of the units in order to direct it a little bit better. But other than that, it's not too much different from what the normal route just has you go right straight into the enemy line there at the beginning, which is fine. It's just not all that needs to be done. It's half the battle. Alright, let's go through some intelligence database work here. Oh wait, no, I don't need this. What am I talking about? Don't care. Where is my team set route set information? I just... I thought for a moment there, where is our information from the rest of the team? Am I just blind? Yeah, this should just be the mission. Yep, mission objectives for it. Huh. So there is no team information here. It just seems to be all intelligence database for the normal enemies. Whatever. Okay, so we'll have to be skipping that because it doesn't exist. Anyways, let's go ahead and try and get this to work. So I'm going to let the autopilot just go ahead and take over at the beginning as soon as I get control of the teams. That way they can just go straight into it, and I'll switch back and forth between them as I find necessary for it. The great thing about this is that I can sit back and I can drink beer at the same time. It's fantastic. Anyways, let's just do this shit. Yay, beer. Yeah, I might want to put the beer down so I can actually turn them on to semi-autonomous mode. Well, at least the loading bar looks a little bit better from the emulated version. And no more disappearing rower units.
Teams, report current situation. Blue team, all clear. Red team, all clear.
Green team, all clear.
All right, commence operation. Linking up with the Dob Day takes top priority. Hurry!
Okay, first things first here, I need to make sure I get into autonomous mode quick and not fuck this up. Because like I said, this is where you can make or break the entire mission for this. So we're gonna go right here. So there's gonna be a massive force up here. Hopefully all three teams will converge right on top of them, take out the gun cannon and all the little fuckers who are with him, and then we'll just go from there. Now let's see here. Red team is gonna be the one I'm going to be a little concerned with at the beginning, because they kind of aggro weird sometimes. Pretty good cleanup, that's not bad. I'd like to see... Oh, no, red team. I don't need you aggroing over there. See, there's that one Zaku who just decides he wants to go all the way over there. I don't know why. Oh, and he is gone. They just aggro for some strange reason. I don't know why. Just him, for some whatever fucked up reason. I could have him avoid them, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Those anti-mobile suit trucks are just an absolute pain in the ass. So there goes my S rank, basically. Okay, let's see how well this works. Those trucks are probably not going to aggro too much onto Austin's unit here, but I don't know. Oh good, they're right where I want them. Right where I fucking want them. Those damn shields are going to be a pain in the ass. That's why I want Manning's team, or Austin's team to go on quicker. The Rakatan Bazooka is fantastic for anti-mobile suit combat. Cannot knock it. And luckily enough here, we've actually caught that little team of anti-mobile suit trucks. What that'll do for us is that they'll make sure not to get too close to the Dob Day. Because just a couple of those little fuckers can take it out. Meanwhile, what the hell is red team doing? Why are they on attack? No. You shouldn't be on attack. You should be on avoid. Wow, I'm surprised they haven't gotten themselves killed for some strange reason. I must have been screwing with this late at night and didn't saved over to some bullshit. Now, since I lost one from Manning's team here, that's actually a little bit of concern for me, because on this next little group of enemies up here, which you can just see them now, they are a big pain in the ass to fight if you don't have the proper forces. Now, Roar's team, he's going to just kind of chill here for the most part, because I want him here in case anything gets past either of the other two teams. Green team should be kind of close-ish. Come on, guys. Quick clipping on everything. Okay. So, now that we have both teams in position here, let's go ahead and launch the full code. Good, they're not clipping. Sometimes the green team and red team get clipped into one another, and then it just causes all types of just pain and hassle. Now, your best time for you is when you actually take out the gun cannons, both of them at the same time. It doesn't mean you can't do it if they're attacking you, it just makes it a lot more difficult for you. So in a perfect world, Manning and Austin will target both of the gun cannons at once and take care of that whole issue off the bat. So, now, the last thing we have left to worry about is an attack force coming square up from the center here. If you notice, the map is actually the same map we just played from before. It's only the upper portion that we really have access to here, where the big tray was located. Matter of fact, the Dob Day is almost exactly where the big tray, just a little bit south of where it was. But the enemy units should come from this center canyon here. I don't remember what they are. It's probably going to be a couple of gyms and some tanks, mostly tanks. But this is where this is going to get a little interesting here. I do not like having... Oh, see, here's the first batch of them right here. Thermal is a good chance to have, although it does give you vision through trees and behind some rock-like objects. The sonar will at least allow you to have some better vision for them because they're moving. I still like thermal better because you can see through the trees. Alright, here comes one, and the attack. Oh, it's good. I love that Rakuten Bazooka. Oh, there goes Red Leader. Ah, fucking tanks, man. Yeah. Okay, some of the better things I could have done here. Rower is definitely not being used whatsoever. I should have brought him... Oh, don't you guys fuck this up now. Oh, shield. Lucky. Enemy destroyed, but I lost a leader and I lost an additional unit. That'll probably be about 1,500 points.
Enemy retreat confirmed. We won.
By the way, something I noticed is that the operator there, she's actually makes a cameo in the 8th MS team, or at least a character looks very like her, like in episode 10 or so.
We've successfully rescued the entire crew from the Dob Day. Every soldier and officer who had fought courageously in Odessa must not only retreat, but also fight through the enemy siege. And we must hold off the enemy in pursuit as we head to our rendezvous point.
Okay, it's probably going to be a 1,500 point penalty, so there goes my S rank. Maybe an A, probably a B rank. Oh, okay, so I did get an A rank out of it. That's not too bad. Now, you know what's funny about this is I had actually gotten to this point in the emulated version of this game, running off the same disc, and the route is almost verbatim the exact same I had, and I had no problems whatsoever, and I ran that route 4 or 5 times with recording until it started fucking up with the slowdown with Fraps. Thank you, Fraps. And there was no problems whatsoever, and I redid the route. I just took a screenshot of it, redid the route so I could have it exactly how I wanted it, and this happens to me. I don't know why. It's just my luck. I don't care. An A rank, I'm happy with an A rank. That's fine. So, like I said, I switched over to the PlayStation 2. That should take care of almost 100% of the glitches that we would face. It just means things are going to be a little bit less detailed and a little bit darker for whatever reason. The Hapog just doesn't give true colors as it should appear through the screen. I don't know why, but it'll work. Because a lot of people asked me to go back to the PlayStation 2, so that's what I did. It only took me a little while to catch back up for it. So let's, I guess, go ahead through this now. I'm almost out of beer. That's not good.
To reach the Yukon submarines, we pressed through Odessa, where our forces were scrambling after the loss of their communications system. On our way, we encountered other retreating units. We escorted these Allied soldiers while hurrying to the rendezvous point.
Okay, so new mobile suits assigned and more supplies delivered. What are these mobile suits? What are these supplies? And how the hell will I shove them up the Federation pilot's ass? Well, tune in next time, folks. I know it was kind of a short video, probably just under 20-something minutes, probably. But I'm trying to keep these to 1 mission per video. That way I have more time to explain a lot of things, and I don't have to worry about getting all this right on camera the first time. But I suppose since I don't have to worry about Fraps fucking me over, I can do more than that. But we'll just do 1 episode for now. That way it's easier for people. So, folks, until then, thanks for the wait. Thanks for being patient with my lack of updates recently. Until the next time, folks, see you later.